What's up? Anyway, over the weekend, actually 2 days ago, I happened to pick up a new amplifier, which I'm very excited about. I've been wanting a Vox for a while. Why? Well, I'm kind of shifting my play style a little bit from the away from the heavier stuff to more of a ambient post-rock kind of thing. Maybe a Vox isn't perfect for that, but it's certainly going to get me a lot closer than a dual rectifier, that's for sure. So anyway, so as you know, this weekend was Memorial Day weekend. So that's when all the big sales are going on, and Guitar Center, of course, has been advertising that they were going to have a sale and all this other stuff. You look online and it's pretty much junk, but every once in a while they might have something decent in store that they didn't advertise online. So, I took a shot and thought, well, maybe I might pick up some new cables, or maybe I might pick up a cheap pedal of some sort or something. But walked in, looked around, was about ready to leave when I just happened to kind of walk over towards the Voxes that I usually just kind of sit around and play around on. And I noticed that the AC30 was like $900, which is actually a good deal for an AC30, for a new one anyway. So check the AC15. The AC15 was also on sale for like $600. Getting a little bit closer. And then I noticed this amp, which was not there last week. I didn't know what it was, but I checked the price on it and it was $400. It was regular like a $700 amplifier, and I'm like, holy cow. So I grabbed a Strat and plugged in just to see what it sounded like, and it can get some AC tones. I was pretty impressed. So as much as I hated to, I just, my wife was waiting out in the car, and it wouldn't be a good idea for me to just buy a $400 amplifier and then come out of the store, and then the wife's like, hey, what do you have there? And I'm like, I just spent $400. So, even though I didn't want to, I left. And I was talking to the wife about it on the way home. And she told me to get it, to go back and get it. I'm like, I can't just just drop $400 like that on an impulse. So what I decided to do was go home, grab some equipment, grab some pedals that I don't need anymore, grabbed, I had a crate 120 watt solid state amp that I just grabbed and took with me. Got some money on trade-in, not a lot, but anyway, all said and done, I paid a couple $100 for this amp, and it's a $700 amplifier. So that's a pretty good deal, I think. And I do like the amplifier. That's one thing that I have to note. I do enjoy it. Okay, so now I've been talking for 4 minutes. I haven't said anything about the amp itself other than it's a Vox. So let's take a look at it. So, if I haven't said it before, this is a Vox Night Train 15 in the combo, and it's also the classic version. They have two different versions. These are the second revision, I think, the second generation of Night Trains. This one is the classic version, which has the diamond grill cloth and the nice pretty gold Vox logo and the gold stripe and all that. Typical of what you see on an AC15 or an AC30. Let's see. I think this one's got like 3 12AX7s and 2 EL 84s, I think, is what's in this. Anyway, so we have 3 channels on this thing. We have a green channel, which is your typical clean AC-15, AC-30 style sound. We have an orange, or a yellow, orange, whatever you want to, however you distinguish that. I don't care for that channel. It's more of like a, it's just like many orange or yellow channels. It's the in-between for the green and the red. So, lastly, we have the red channel. The red channel is pretty cool. But it is kind of hairy, I would say, would be the best way to describe it. It's hard to dial in. I still haven't dialed in something that I really, really like on it. Which brings me to this switch here, which is the dark switch. And the green channel, I think, sounds best when the dark switch is turned off. However, for the red channel, I really think that dark switch needs to be on to kind of curb some of that that high frequency, curb some of the frequencies on it, I guess would be the best way to say it. It also has a nice little digital reverb built into it. It's not bad. It's not the most amazing reverb I've ever heard, but it's functional and it works. So anyway, I'm going to plug in for a second and just kind of strum around. I'm not the most skilled guitarist by any means. But it'll kind of let you get an idea of what this thing sounds like. I'm recording on an iPhone 6, so maybe eventually I might hook up a SM57 so that way you can get better audio fidelity and just kind of hear the real voice of this thing. So I'm going to be playing on a Squier Jim Root Telecaster with passive pickups. These do not have EMGs in it. One of my favorite guitars that I have, despite the Squier name. So let's see if I can get this thing situated to where you can see myself and the amp. Because unfortunately I do not have a stand for this thing. And it's sometimes a pain in the butt to kind of get this sitting where I want it to sit. Maybe that'll stay. Hopefully not. If not, you're going to be looking at the floor or the ceiling, one or the other. So I'm just going to kind of sit off to the side here. Oh. But I may have trouble reaching. Let's try this. We're going to start on the green channel. And we'll go ahead and add a little bit of reverb. Something's messed up here. There we go. That sounds bad. To the orange channel. Without the reverb. There's a big volume jump on this thing just because of all the extra gain on this channel.